been given the honor of introducing our survivor speaker for the 2013 Relay for Life, Vinny Eaton. We hope that his story will shed some light on the experiences of those diagnosed with this devastating disease. As some of you might have read about his story in the school's newspaper, at only 8 months old, this young man was diagnosed with a rare disease called multiple hereditary ectosis. After undergoing over 24 surgeries throughout his lifetime, Vinny has been free of MHE for a little over 2.5 years. Though it may be hard to believe, this amazing feat does not stand alone. In 2005, Vinny and his family began to explore different ways to spread awareness of multiple hereditary ectosis and establish the MHE Research Foundation. When most of us were calmly going through middle school or elementary school, this young man was taking courageous strides towards opening people's eyes about this terrible disease. I hope that you received the same sense of awe and pride after listening to his story. We are so honored not only to have him as a part of our survivorship community, but also as a fellow Wildcat. Vinny?
Hello and welcome to Villanova's Relay for Life. My name is Vinny Eaton, and I am a freshman here at Villanova. When I was told I would be given a survivorship speech, I was both deeply honored and terrified at the same time. I was honored because, well, it's an honor to speak at an event like this. I was terrified because when writing the speech, I had absolutely no idea how to start. Like literally no idea whatsoever. I spent a few hours staring at a blank Microsoft Word document, trying to figure out what words to put on paper, watched at least a dozen different relay speeches from past relays, and spent countless hours writing and editing, and had it proofread to the point that when I'd walk into the writing center to have it looked over, I could tell by the tutors' look in their faces that they were thinking, damn it, this kid's back again. Back in September, when I first decided that I wanted to be a part of the Relay for Life here at Villanova, I had absolutely no idea how much work and dedication it would entail. But now that it's finally here, I can look back and saying that being part of this was 100% worth it. Well, anyway, time to give everyone a little background to my life. I was born on November 19th, 1994, and months later, I was diagnosed with MHE. MHE is a bone disease that causes numerous cartilage cap tumors to grow throughout the body that can cause pain, discomfort, and loss of motion that can get as bad as immobility. It is so rare, in fact, that 1 in every 50,000 people are born with it. That's less than 10,000 in the entire country. Due to MHE, I have had over 10 dozen tumors, 30 surgeries, and cancer, anywhere from 1 to 3 surgeries per year. I've had to go through more obstacles and overcome them by the age of 18 than anyone should ever have to go through in their entire life. But before I get deeper into my speech, I want to try a little experiment to show everyone how much of an impact cancer has on everyone's lives. If I say what applies to you, please raise your hand and keep it up. Raise your hand if you have ever been personally diagnosed with cancer. Raise your hand if you have a loved one that has ever been diagnosed with cancer. Raise your hand if you know anyone that has ever been diagnosed with cancer. Raise your hand if you had to suffer and watch a loved one pass away from cancer. Now look around you. See that cancer affects everyone, no matter a person's height, weight, race, gender, or any other characteristic. Everyone is in this together, and the presence of everyone here is a testament to just that. Now, it's time to tell you my relay story and why I'm up here today. In nearly every case with MHE, tumors remain benign and never pose a threat to life. But in the summer of 2010, I noticed a tumor that was growing on my shoulder. The size of it went from barely noticeable to the size of a baseball in the matter of a month and a half. It started causing me a lot of problems, and on August 30th, 2010, I had a surgery to remove it, not even suspecting of what was to come. After the surgery, my doctor noticed that there was something off about the tumor, so he sent it to a pathologist to have some tests run on it. The results came back a month later, and my parents were told that it was a chondrosarcoma, a rare form of bone cancer. However, I was never told any of this in order not to worry me. But on the night of October 10th, 2010, my parents sat me down and said that we need to talk. My first thought was, what, are we dating or trying to break up with me or something? But my juvenile attempt to make an uncomfortable situation bearable failed. I was a naive 15-year-old that had absolutely no idea what was about to happen and how my life was about to change forever. They sat me down and told me the 3 words that I never thought I would ever hear. You have cancer. My heart sank, and truthfully, it was the worst feeling in the world. The rush of thoughts and emotions overwhelmed me at that second. I had no idea what to do or think except to just cry. That night and the 3 nights leading up to the surgery, I barely slept. I stayed up all night, thinking, and when possible, I would throw a lacrosse ball to try and relax myself, but my attempts failed. Beneath the calm exterior, I was an absolute mess. I woke up the next day hoping that this was all just a hellish nightmare. But nope, the nightmare was reality. On October 13th, 2010, I had a 12-hour surgery to remove the malignant tumors in the 3 ribs that the cancer had metastasized to. But, as usual, I found a plus side. Due to the fact that it was a malignant tumor, I had to have a surgery done at Children's Hospital Philadelphia, which is the University of Pennsylvania's pediatric teaching hospital, one of the best in the nation. And in case none of you do not understand what I'm getting at, let me make it a bit more clear. It was a hospital that UPenn's nursing school interned at. And yes, you know what that means, college chicks. As a 15-year-old that was stuck in a hospital for a while, all drugged up, being treated by hot 19 and 20-year-olds, I was in heaven. Under different circumstances, who knows what could have happened. I guess it was due to them, just kidding, Mom, that I recovered in such a fast time, and was back at school and on the field playing lacrosse within a couple of months. Despite this benefit, I still never thought I would have heard the words, you have cancer, and how much of an impact those measly 13 letters, 4 syllables, 3 words would have in my life. Nobody ever does. Never would I have thought that I would be up here today giving a speech as a cancer survivor. Being a cancer survivor is something that is bittersweet. It's bitter because of the experience of having to deal with it. It's something I would not wish upon my worst enemy. Plainly put, cancer sucks. But it's sweet because of moments like this. Moments when I'm able to stand up in front of you all today and say, I am a cancer survivor. Once I beat cancer, I realized that I could not stop at just being a survivor. I felt that I essentially had to become part of the cure and do whatever in my power to help contribute to the cure. I truly believe, and still believe to this day, that I survived for a reason. So I started advocating and started my own Road to the Cure campaign within the foundation that my family ran, called the MHE Research Foundation. Here, I helped spread awareness of the disease and raise money for research through selling Road to the Cure bracelets. Once I got to Villanova, I decided to become an active member in Relay for Life and started a team called, yep, you guessed it, Team Vinny. At Villanova, I'm a pre-med biology major with hopes of one day becoming an orthopedic oncologist. However, today is not just about me and my survivor story. Relay for Life is an amazing way for people to honor those who had lost their battle, help those who are still fighting, and to celebrate with those who have won their battle. Last Saturday, I celebrated my 2.5-year cancer-free milestone. Today, I celebrate what is going to keep those milestones coming. Relay for Life is, to me and every other cancer survivor out there, not just a fundraiser. It is a way to maintain our faith and hope in life, our faith that we will live to celebrate another birthday, and hope that we will one day be able to celebrate a cancer-free world. Relay for Life takes a devastating diagnosis, an illness, a depression, and turns into moments like this. New teams fighting cancer, support, new friendships, joy, and above all, hope. If others ask you why you relay, this answer is simple. Everyone, including myself, and anyone that you have ever known has been affected by cancer is exactly why you relay. Even though I am standing up here in front of you today all as a survivor, I still have no idea what the future holds. Even though it is a very high percentage, my cancer does not have a 100% 5-year survival rate. Every time that you guys are out here walking on the track and raising money and investing your time in relay, you're investing your time in my future and investing in me being able to tell my story in the future, whether it be 2015 or 3015. Okay, well, this 3015 part was an exaggeration, but you get it. People like you are the reason that I'm up here today as a survivor. You all are relaying for the 1 in 2 women or the 1 in 3 men that are yet to be diagnosed to have a fighting chance. You are all the reason that my doctors were able to detect my cancer early and save my life. Well, considering the fact that I'm probably well over the time limit by now, I'm going to wrap up my story. Ultimately, we are here today to fight back against cancer. Cancer is not biased. It affects everyone, no matter what race, height, weight, or gender you are. Everyone is affected by cancer in some way, whether it be personally diagnosed, being a caregiver to one who is diagnosed, or through showing support to friends and family that have received a JAG diagnosis. I want to leave you all with one final message today. My battle with cancer has taught me, above all things, that life is too short to take anything for granted. Live every day as if it is your last, and do what you love with the people that you love. Absolutely anything is possible, whether it be good or bad, and the fact that I'm up here today alive in front of you is a testament to that. I'd like to thank my family, my friends, and supporters, and everything they've done for me. Thank you all for coming out and playing an active role in the road to the cure of cancer. My name is Vinny Eaton. I'm a cancer survivor, and I celebrate, I remember, and I will always fight back. I relay for my Cito, my aunt, and for hope of a better future with less cancer and more birthdays. Why do you relay?